This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. We'll begin with Donald Trump's legal troubles. He could learn today how New York State plans to collect hundreds of millions of dollars he owes in his business fraud case. The AP's Julie Walker is in New York.
State Attorney General Letitia James won the judgment against Donald Trump in civil court and has said that if the former president doesn't have the money to pay, she would seek to seize his assets and was prepared to make sure that the judgment is paid. Trump has been trying to get a state appeals court to excuse him from a requirement that he provide financial guarantees showing he's good for the money while he appeals the staggering almost $500 million verdict. In February, a Manhattan judge found Trump repeatedly lied about his wealth to secure loans and make deals. Trump denies this. Julie Walker, New York.
And then there's Donald Trump's hush money case. He will be there today in court in New York as a judge weighs when or even whether he will go to trial. He's accused of falsifying business records to protect his 2016 campaign by burying what he says were false stories of extramarital sex. The suspects in the concert hall attack in Russia have appeared in court.
4 men accused of staging the Russia concert hall attack that killed more than 130 people appeared before a Moscow court on Sunday on terrorism charges, showing signs of severe beatings. One appeared to be barely conscious during the hearing. Court statements said 2 of the suspects accepted their guilt in the assault. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Some New Englanders have been digging out after a big weekend snowstorm. More than 2 feet of snow in some areas. This is AP News. Margie Zarletta with the Entertainment Update.
The Library of Congress is giving its Mark Twain Prize for American Humor to Kevin Hart. The prize honors performers who make a lasting impact on humor and culture.
How are we going to survive these endless days stuck in this hotel?
Real-life couple Ewan McGregor and Mary Elizabeth Winstead star in the new Showtime series A Gentleman in Moscow, based on the best-selling book by Amar Tolles. The story is set during Russia's Bolshevik Revolution. Tolles says if Russian President Vladimir Putin happens to see the series, he hopes Putin bans it.
I want him to say, do not show this in Russia, because it is about the fight of the individual against the state, and I would hope that he would view it as a threatening story, because it should be.
Actor Cameron Diaz and her husband, musician Benji Madden of Good Charlotte, have announced the arrival of a baby boy they have named Cardinal. They also have a 4-year-old daughter named Radix. I'm Margie Zarletta.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
I spy something yellow.
Is it a car?
No.
Is it a building?
Nope.
What is it?
It's that yellow post over there.
What is that?
Well, that's a pipeline marker used to show the general location of a pipeline and provides emergency contact information on it.
This message is from Mango, Missouri's Association of Natural Gas Operators, letting you know to keep an eye out for pipeline markers.
In a world where everything is digital, your payments should be too. Time is precious. Digital payments provide a quick and simple way to make secure purchases. The Bank of Salem recognizes the need for digital payment convenience and is excited for you to enjoy a new way to pay. We now support Apple Pay, Google Pay, Fitbit, Garmin, and MasterPass. To enroll, call or stop by either Bank of Salem location today and let us help make your shopping experience easier. Message and data rates may apply. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
At the KSMO studios at 7:30, and that time right here, KSMO Radio, means we're halfway through the 7 o'clock hour, and time for a look and see what's going on in the world of weather. Wind advisory remains in effect till 1 this afternoon. That's a wind advisory in effect till 1 this afternoon. Showers, thunder showers, They're likely this morning and into the afternoon and even into tonight. There'll be some intermittent showers, and then some thunderstorms are likely to pop up. We'll have a high today of 58. It's going to be very windy with southerly winds at 15 to 25 miles an hour. Then this afternoon going from 26 to 30 and gusting up to 40 to 45. Chance of getting some rain, about 1 to 2 inches during the day today. So again, be prepared for winds and rain, possibly even some thunder showers. And for tonight, showers, possibly a thunderstorm by 11 o'clock. Some of these storms could produce heavy rainfall this evening, low around 35, with southeast winds 12 to 20, gusting up to 25 to 30. Chance of rain tonight is 80%. Partly sunny come Tuesday. We're only going to top out about 49 with a west breeze at 12 to 20, gusting up to 25 to 30. Clouds Tuesday night, low at 27. West winds 5 to 15, still gusting up to 20. Sunshine Wednesday, high of 55 with a northwest breeze at 8 to 10. By Wednesday night, we expect a widespread frost, mainly after 1 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, clear skies, a low at 28. Widespread frost early Thursday morning, then sunny, high of 64. Clear Thursday night, low of 37, and sunny Friday, 71 for a high. Right now at KSMO Radio, we watch our temperature continue to go down very slowly. We're at 52 degrees now. We do have a little bit of rain at the KSMO studios. It's breezy. We do have winds out of the I'm still going to say south-southeast, 18 mile an hour, 89% the relative humidity, pressure falling, 29.64 inches. It feels like 47 with that light rain still coming down here at the KSMO studios. Okay, stick around. News is next when we return in 90 seconds. We can invite you to keep it here on KSMO Radio.
Need to schedule an appointment for an X-ray, MRI, CT, nuclear medicine, or an ultrasound? Call SMDH Centralized Scheduling at 573-453-5952. SMDH will schedule your tests while working around your personal schedule, help you pre-register for service, and help you navigate insurance requirements before your appointment. Schedule your radiology appointment today with Salem Memorial District Hospital by calling Centralized Scheduling, 453-5952. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
For over 130 years, there have been moments in Cardinals baseball that will last a lifetime.
Baseball has some of the best athletes in sports.
With amazing feats, amazing moments, amazing plays, there's nothing quite like Cardinals baseball.
When you listen to the game, you just never know who that next hero may be.
We will have it all right here for you on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Yes, Cardinal baseball, beginning of the season, starts Thursday in L.A., and we'll have that game for you here at KSMO. I believe 2:15 is the beginning of that game, and I think it's 3:10 is first pitch, and that will be Cardinals and the Dodgers to start the 2024 season. How sweet it is. All righty, at KSMO, it's now time for news. Local news brought to you as a courtesy of all of us here at KSMO Radio. We appreciate you joining us. It's Monday, March 25th. My name is Dan Stevens on KSMO AM 1340, FM 95.7. You're streaming with us at KSMOradio.com, our KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube. Whichever mode you are in tune to us with, we appreciate you joining us, and hope you have a fantastic day today. Let's go ahead and get to that news. An accident that happened Sunday morning around 2:40 in Texas County on Route N, just about 7 miles northwest of Licking. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2013 Chevrolet Sonic driven by 23-year-old Brett Lewis of Licking was traveling northbound at a high rate of speed when he went off the roadway and struck a fence and then a tree. Lewis suffered minor injuries, but his passenger, 22-year-old Shakira Williams of Licking, suffered serious injuries. They were both transported to the Texas County Memorial Hospital in Houston by the Texas County Memorial Ambulance. The report goes on to say that neither injured party was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. The Chevrolet was totaled and removed from the scene by Jay's Wrecker in Houston. An accident occurred Friday evening at 9:30 in Dent County on Highway 19, about 6 miles south of Salem. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2004 Chevrolet Trailblazer driven by a 16-year-old male juvenile from Salem was traveling southbound when he fell asleep at the wheel. The Chevrolet traveled off the right side of the roadway and overturned. The juvenile suffered minor injuries and was taken by a private vehicle to seek medical attention. The Chevrolet was totaled and removed from the scene by Whitaker's Towing. City of Salem Board of Aldermen in closed session on Tuesday, March 19th, approved the mayoral appointment of Steve Payne as a new Public Works Director for the City of Salem. That vote was by a 4-0 vote. Salem Ranger District will be hiring 2 or 3 high school students for the Youth Conservation Corps program this summer. Students that are any recent graduates between the ages of 15 and 18 are welcome and encouraged to apply. The deadline to apply will be this Friday by the close of business at 4:30 in the afternoon at the Salem Ranger Station. For more information or questions, you can contact the main office, 729-6656. Blank applications are available at the Salem Ranger Station at 1301 South Main Street right here in Salem. They are open from 8:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. Missouri Public Service Commission has adopted recommendations made by the Public Service Commission staff, which reduces the current surcharge that appears on the monthly telephone bills of Missourians to fund Relay Missouri. That surcharge will be dropping from 10 cents a month per telephone line to 6 cents a month per telephone line. The surcharge is used to fund a statewide dual-party telephone relay service for qualifying Missourians who are unable to use traditional telecommunications equipment. Relay Missouri is funded through a monthly per telephone line surcharge. Missouri statutes require the Commission to review the surcharge no less frequently than every 2 years. It also requires the Commission to order changes in the amount of the surcharge as necessary to assure available funds to the program are supported by that fund. After reviewing the PSC staff pleadings and comments from the Office of the Public Counsel, the Commission adopted the PSC staff's recommendations. The Missouri General Assembly established Relay Missouri in 1990. The surcharge level is periodically reviewed by the Commission according to the requirements established by the Missouri statutes. Explore nature and discover the signs of spring with help from the Missouri Department of Conservation and Agents of Discovery. To help kids and adults get outside, MDC is partnering with Agents of Discovery mobile gaming app for its spring missions. Agents of Discovery is an educational gaming app that allows users to engage with nature while completing missions or games, proving that screen time can be green time. Anyone can join by downloading the free app and completing missions at participating locations. Each mission consists of educational challenges that teaches players about local history, culture, ecosystems, and safety. Missions include prizes to reward agents or players who participate. Once an agent completes a mission, they can earn stickers, pins, and other prizes. Download the free app, create your agent profile, then pick a mission in your area. Download the mission before heading out so you can play the game without a Wi-Fi or data connection. Then use your secret agent tool to find and unlock challenges. The Agents of Discovery is available for download through the App Store or Google Play. For more information, visit agentsofdiscovery.com. That's agentsofdiscovery.com. It's 7:40 at KSMO. Sports is next, and we come right back.
This spotlight on soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans Conservation Agriculture Director Clayton Light says they're working with research firm Waterborne Environmental to determine how farming practices affect productivity and the environment.
This whole project is focused on determining if biostimulants have a positive effect on soil health and the crop, and also using drone versus traditional methods of application. Is there any difference there, and how does that benefit the bottom line for Missouri farmers?
Experiments on Missouri Soybeans Bay Farm will help determine the efficacy of specific plant biologicals.
There's a lot going on there in the soil, and we just want to check out to see what this is actually doing for Missouri farmers' bottom line, and do a study that we can actually see some of this stuff firsthand on our farm.
Learn more at mosoy.org from Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Take a look at some sports news on KSMO. Our Salem A's softball Tigers lost to the Bourbon Lady Warhawks Friday by a score of 18-8. And the Mountain Grove SCA softball tournament held Saturday. Salem beat Kabul in the first game by a score of 9-5, then lost to the Thayer Lady Bobcats 5-4 before dropping the third game 11-1 to the Lady Bears of Willow Springs. Salem is 2-3 on the year. They'll take on the Lady Trojans of Potosi Tuesday at 4:30 at the Salem City Park. Salem baseball Tigers will be hosting Owensville this afternoon, weather permitting, at 4:30 at the SHS Baseball Field Complex. Salem enters that game with a 3-1 record. The game can be heard on KSMO radio and video, streamed on KSMO Media, provided it's played, starting at 4:15 with Tiger Talk and Coach Tony Edwards. Salem High School golf team will be opening their season today at the Spring Creek Golf Club with the Salem Open, again weather permitting. Salem tennis team lost to West Plains last Thursday 6-3. They fall to 1-1 on the year. They'll be at Houston tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Jordan Cairo had the hat trick, but it was an overtime goal by Brendan Sod that gave the St. Louis Blues a 5-4 overtime win over Minnesota Saturday. The Blues will play the Vegas Golden Knights tonight at 6:30 or right after Salem Tiger Baseball on KSMO Radio. St. Louis lost to Houston Astros Sunday 9-4. The Cardinals will travel to the desert and play Chicago Cubs this afternoon. And Kansas City and Texas played a 1-1 tie Saturday. The Royals will play Northwest Arkansas University today, and then they'll get ready for opening day, as will the Cardinals, which will be Thursday for both teams. That's news and sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio, your hometown radio source. It's 7:42. Time for the daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. Edward Jones has been serving individual investors, just like you and I, since way back in 1922. They can help you today with any questions you might have about investing in stocks or bonds or mutual funds, IRAs, maybe a 401k, or maybe other questions, maybe just simple IRA contribution. Get in touch with them. Call them at 729-3831. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and the Daily Investment Report. With our report this morning, it is Teresa Whalen. Teresa?
This is Teresa Whalen bringing you the Daily Financial Market Report on behalf of financial advisors Joe Brand, Leah Nash, and also Edward Jones. Today's U.S. equities closed lower. The Dow closed down 305 points to close at 39,476. The Nasdaq closed up 27 points to close at 16,429. The S&P closed down 7 points to close at 5,234. And in the bond market, 10-year Treasury yields are trading at 4.2%. The price of crude oil was down 20 cents to close at $80.87, and the spot price of gold was down $18.20, $50. For stocks of local interest, we have Ameren Corporation at $71.68, down 12 cents. AT&T $16.98, down 18 cents. Boeing $188.85, up $1.15. Dollar General $150.70, down $3.56. ExxonMobil $113.49, and that is unchanged. McDonald's $282.63, down 90 cents. Microsoft $428.74, down 63 cents. PepsiCo $172.02, down 43 cents. Pfizer $27.36, down 30 cents. Procter & Gamble $161.66, down 20 cents. U.S. Bancorp $43.59, down 86 cents, and Walmart $60.87, down 58 cents. This has been today's financial market report brought to you on behalf of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash, serving individual investors with personalized attention and financial advice at 907 South Pershing, right here in Salem, Missouri, bringing you this Wall Street to Main Street report.
Thanks, Teresa. And don't forget to join us again for our next daily investment report, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here, KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and your friends at the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. When questions do arise about the right types of investments for you, or maybe just still trying to maybe duck some of those taxes that you might be owing with that IRA contribution, find out about it by contacting them today at 729-3831 or dropping by the office, 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC. At the KSMO studios, we appreciate you being along with us. It's a drizzly, kind of like light rain this morning. Now, we have had a few, well, I will say more of a little bit of a moderate shower where it comes down, but those haven't been extended. So we'll see that off and on, though, throughout the day. We'll have some light rain. Then it might pick up a little bit, become maybe even a moderate shower. We do have the possibility of some heavy rain at times, but for the most part right now, we've not seen too much of that. We had it early this morning, right around 5 o'clock, in case you weren't up to hear it or see it. Yeah, it came down pretty good for about, a minute and a half. Really came through, but that was it. And then we had some light rain since then, off and on, and maybe as much as a moderate shower here and there. So we're going to give you all those details. That's coming up next when we get to Operation Weather Watch, which is just moments away. 7:47 on your clock, whichever it might be, the old battery-operated clock, might be a hand-wound clock, could be your electric clock, could be your LED readout clock, whichever clock you have. It should be saying 7:47 right now at KSMO, and back in 90 seconds with weather next.
In search of the perfect cut for your lawn? Join the pursuit by choosing from a full line of Steel mowers. From gas and battery options to zero turns and push mowers, Steel offers a wide range of mowing solutions for homeowners and professionals. Right now, get 0% financing on your purchase with a Steel zero-turn mower. Real Steel. Find yours at steelusa.com/mowers. Available at select dealers. Financing available on qualifying purchases and subject to credit approval. See dealer for details.
St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Over the years, it has meant the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, Lou Brock, Bob Gibson, the Wizard, Big Mac, Yachty, Waino, and Pujols. All those names, and they provided so many memories. St. Louis Cardinals baseball, most importantly, has meant championship baseball. We'll be describing every play right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
3 little words no parent wants to hear.
My tummy hurts.
And it always seems to happen at the worst times. Like in the middle of the morning rush, when you still have homework to check and lunches to pack, and of course, you're already late for work. Luckily, there's Pepto Kids. Pepto Kids gummies help relieve occasional stomach upsets, turning those 3 words into these 3 words.
I feel better.
Bad time for stomach upsets? Good time for Pepto Kids gummies. Fast support for little tummies.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At the KSMO studios, time for weather on Operation Weather Watch. Complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listening area, being brought to you by your friends at Healthy Dane County and the Salem Community Center at the Army. Hey, reminding you the non-newlywed game There's still some tables available, but they're selling out fast. If you want to get your reservation in, you need to do so by contacting them at 729-8163. That will be held the second Friday in April. You don't want to miss out. The non-newlywed game coming up at the Salem Community Center at the Army, sponsored by Healthy Dane County. Again, still got some tables available, but I think like only 4 left. Or individual tickets are available for $25 each. You can get in touch with them at 729-8163. Get your tickets. It will be sold out, no doubt. So check it out for yourself. The non-newlywed game, always a lot of fun. That'll be held on, I believe it's April 12th. And that will be at 6:30 at the Salem Community Center at the Army, where health education and the community all meet. Well, winds will strengthen, and they'll peak out this morning more than likely in our area probably before 1 o'clock. But it'll be a very windy day today. We do have a wind advisory. It's in effect until 1 o'clock this afternoon. Widespread sustained winds of 20 to 30 miles an hour, will gust to 35 to 40 at their highest peak. They might get to 45. That'll be pretty much ruling through the eastern Ozarks till about 1-ish, and then moving out of our area. Still a breezy evening and afternoon, and even in tomorrow will consist throughout this time, though. The lows will continue to progress east. The precipitation, the shield will expand into the widespread blob rain ahead of a front, as this front will move further east into our area. The divergence aloft is providing more than sufficient lift to realize the moisture, so the heaviest rain will be right along the axis of the strongest moisture transport. That axis right now looks to be a Branson to Osage Beach line. That's where they're getting the biggest collection of rain right now, and probably will through most of the system. The rain rates right now are a ½ inch of an hour, but some of the corridor areas, they may be as much as an inch an hour. Totals are expected to be between 2 and 3 inches, but in some isolated areas, they could be 3 to 5 inches of rain from this training system. With rain rates of over an inch per hour and the bulk of precipitation falling within just a couple of hours, flooding could become a concern, especially with how many low-water crossings there are in this area. But crest soil moisture values are right now very low. They're between 10 and 30% at this point, which will help soak up some of that rain and lower the chances of flooding. No severe potential expected with the first round, but models indicate that a couple of clusters of multi-cell storms could pop up after the blob rain later on this afternoon. Those storms will be fairly fast-moving. After the systems come through, we'll have a deep cold air advection on the back side of the front. Temperatures will plummet starting later on tonight, falling into the 30s. High temps will only reach the mid-40s on Tuesday. Temperatures will still fall further Tuesday night into Wednesday as the cold air mass will settle in, with sub-freezing temperatures expected across the region. Lows in the mid-20s in central Missouri and low 30s out in southern Missouri means everyone should prepare for a hard freeze in a Wednesday morning. Temperatures will reach mid to upper 50s on Wednesday, but sub-freezing temperatures will return Wednesday night, with the lowest temperatures out east, where the terrain allows for more localized pockets of cold air to sink to. Warm temperature whiplash, though, is going to occur as we'll spring right back in with a hard swing going for the home run. A strong signal for temperatures will rise back after Wednesday. Thursday, we'll start to see temperatures moderate a little bit, but we'll see them skyrocket on Friday, back up near 70 and into the 70s by Saturday and Sunday. 63 our high yesterday, 42 the low. Normal high 62, normal low 39. 83 the record high in 1907 and 1910. 9 the record low in 1955. We had a trace of precipitation yesterday for the month. We're 1 7/10. 2 2/3 would be normal. 9.5 our total for the year. 7 3/5 would be normal. 7:01 the time of sunrise this morning. 7:22 the time of sunset. Extended forecast for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to have sunshine, a high of 71 on Friday. Clear Friday night, low 49. Sunny Saturday, high of 76. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low 51. And partly sunny Sunday, high of 75. That local forecast and our current conditions next in a moment.
The Healthy Dent County Fitness Center is proud to announce that they are now offering free memberships to those who have the Silver Sneakers program, which is a benefit available through many Medicare plans. Silver Sneakers is the nation's leading community fitness program designed exclusively for older adults. Getting started is as easy as calling the Healthy Dent County Fitness Center at 739-1127 to see if you qualify, or stop by and sign up at the Fitness Center office, take a tour of the facility, and start working out at no cost. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, partnering together for your well-being. Stop by 1200 West Trollo Road or call 739-1127 to get all the details. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, together for your benefit.
That forecast has a wind advisory in effect till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Otherwise, rain, showers, thunder showers. We're going to see all of it through the morning hours and into the afternoon. Some of the storms could produce very heavy rainfall. Most of what we have seen so far has been fairly light to moderate rain. Like I said, though, at 5 o'clock this morning, we had a good douser. Came through, was real quick. Came through, laid some heavy rain, and off it went. However, the chance of getting more rain today is virtually 100%, and those rainfall amounts could be over 2 inches. Then for tonight, showers, possibly some thunder showers, up to about midnight or so, and some of these storms could produce heavy rain. Low at 35. Southeasterly winds at 15 to 25, gusting up to 35 miles an hour. The chance of precipitation tonight, 80%. By tomorrow, partly sunny skies, but it'll be cool. High of only 49. Winds will be westerly at 15 to 25 and gusting up to 27 miles an hour, 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting to 27, And we will have wind chills pretty much all day, near 40 or a little bit below, probably upper 30s. Not going to be a very warm day Tuesday. Tuesday night, cloudy with the low of 27. Winds will still be coming at us out of the west at 10 to 15, gusting to 20. Sunshine Wednesday, high of 55, with northwest winds at 8 to 12. Widespread frost come Wednesday night. Otherwise clear, very cold. Look out for that hard frost now. Low at 28. Again, that could actually happen Tuesday night, but it will be a bit breezy in our area, which may present in an obstruction to having that frost occur. So maybe we won't get it Tuesday night, but we'll probably get it Wednesday night. Widespread frost early Thursday morning. It'll become sunny. We'll have a nice day, 65. Clear Thursday night with a low of 37. And as I mentioned, sunshine on Friday with a high about 71. What a real nice weekend. 75, 76 degrees in store for us next upcoming weekend. Wow. At the KSMO studios right now, your hometown radio station. Well, right now we just have cloudy skies. No real rain coming down at the moment. Here at KSMO might be a drop or two here at the station. Now we may have still some intermittent light sprinkles elsewhere in parts of Dent County. But as of right now, we are fairly, right now, just cloudy skies. I won't say dry. We're not dry. We've had some rain. But we will see a little breaks in that rain now, I think, until probably later on this morning. Won't rule out an intermittent or a light shower that could sneak in there. Because we're still in the path of that rain shower training. That's really kind of off to our west. We're just right on the tip edge of this system coming through. So that's that line off to the west. If it moves a little bit, we can get hit with a lot more rain. We'll just keep our eye on it and keep you posted. In the meantime, right here, KSMO, that has been weather on Operation Weather Watch. Complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listening area brought to you by your friends at Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory. And of course, don't forget about your friends over there at the non-newlywed game on Friday, April 12th. But also, if you've got a need for a birthday party for a youngin' or maybe just to get together for an anniversary, remember, Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center offer their event center for a number of different purposes. Find out about all of them. You can call them at 729-8163. Remember, they have bounce houses and great parties for the kids. You can also put together a beautiful, very, very formal event for maybe a wedding reception or even a get-together for your club. Call them, 729-8163, Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory, where health, education, and the community all meet. Back with Civic Happenings next. It's after this.
If you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health, suicide, or substance use crisis, call, text, or chat 988 for free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, trained crisis specialists will listen to your concerns, provide support, and get you the help you need. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. A message from the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
People think the mountains are the heart of Colorado, but the heartbeat comes from agriculture. Nutrient Ag Solutions salutes the rich history of Arnish Farms near Keensburg. Their journey is steeped in history, shaped by evolution, and driven by a sustainable vision. The Arnish Farms started from humble beginnings more than 70 years ago. It's about opportunity, promise, hard work, and the ability to leave a legacy to one's family. Mark Arnish says it's all about the culture, organization, and the right people, all teaming up for success. This culture includes trusted advisors from Nutrient Ag Solutions. Nutrient is feeding the future of the Arnish Farms by delivering custom seed solutions, customized crop protection plans, and capital management. Nutrient can do this for your operation as well. Just visit a local Nutrient retailer. To see a video and learn more about Arnish Farms, visit nutrient.com/farmstories.
At the KSMO studios, your hometown radio station. It is 8:01 on top of our time, brought to you as a courtesy of Doug Wisdom and Wisdom Financial Services. And if you have questions or need more information, feel free to call him at 729-7508 about your retirement plan, or maybe you have an annuity setup. Get in all the information and make wise decisions by contacting Doug. Doug Wisdom and Wisdom Financial Services, 729-7508. Time for the Civic Record. It's a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and Southtown Furniture, Highway 19 South. Never a bad time to check out beautiful furnishings, floor covering, bedding, appliances, or accessories. So if you have a few minutes, or maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, or maybe you're in the market for some beautiful pieces, get on down to Southtown, right here in Salem, 1601 South Highway 19. You can call them at 729-3422, or you can go online and do some browsing with your fingers at SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. They're there to help you and assist you and answer the questions you might have. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are. Roylyn Colleen Welch of Salem passed away Wednesday, March 20th, at the age of 85. Funeral services for Roylyn Colleen Welch will be at 11 this morning at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with visitation from 10 until service time at the chapel. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. Roylyn is survived by children Marietta Moorhart of Omaha, Nebraska, Chris Welch and wife Terry of Salem, and Tom Welch of Salem, 6 grandchildren and 11 great-grandchildren, plus numerous nephews, nieces, great-nephews, and great-nieces, plus brother-in-law Jim Welch and better half Bernie of St. James, sister Melva Selke of Salem, biological sister Jeannie Locks of Bloomfield, Colorado, plus extended family and dear friends. Memorials may be made at the Salem Public Library. Envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. For Roylyn, Colleen Welch, whose funeral services will be this morning at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel at 11 o'clock. William Earl Brockman of Salem passed away Tuesday, March 19th at the age of 70. Memorial services for William Earl Brockman will be this afternoon at 4 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation from 2 until service time at the chapel. William Earl Brockman is survived by his wife, Beth Brockman of Salem, children Amy Monty and husband Wayne of St. Louis, Heather Hissrich of St. Charles, Julie Ellis and husband Jason of Belleville, Illinois, Sheena Terrell and husband James of Salem, Emily Brockman of Rolla, Abigail Strom and husband Jeremiah of Salem, sisters Mary Ellen Brockman of Valley Park, Missouri, Sue Hull of Webster Groves, and Debbie Burlew of Fenton, 12 grandchildren, 1 great-granddaughter, and a host of nieces, nephews, relatives, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for William Earl Brockman, whose memorial services will be held at 4 this afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. William Edward Berg Jr. of Salem passed away Friday, March 15th in Florida at the age of 56. Funeral services for William Edward Berg Jr. will be at noon Tuesday at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation from 10 until service time at the chapel. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. William Edward Burke Jr., survived by his wife Loretta Buzz Burke of Salem, children Christina Nall and husband Matthew of Florida, William Burke III of Salem and Paul Burke of Salem, a sister, Tony McAllister and husband Kevin, plus 2 grandchildren and other relatives and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for William Edward Burke Jr., whose funeral services will be at noon Tuesday at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Phyllis Irene Freeman of Salem passed away March 20th in St. James at the age of 70. Private family services will be held at a later date. Phyllis Irene Freeman is survived by her husband Mark Freeman of Salem, sons Travis Inman and wife Kristen of Rolla, and Derek Freeman of Shiloh, Illinois, 1 granddaughter and a nephew, as well as extended family and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Phyllis Irene Freeman, whose private family services will be held at a later date. More of our Civic Record next. It's up right after this.
Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South in Salem has been serving the smart shopper since 1922. And if you're looking for appliances, Southtown has Speed Queen, Frigidaire, and GE. You'll find a nice selection of washers, dryers, refrigerators, and stoves. Southtown offers free delivery and setup, and they do accept Visa and MasterCard. Stop by and see what Southtown Furniture has to offer, located on Highway 19 South right here in Salem.
Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Continuing with our Civic Record, well, now's the time to start planting what you like to plant in the 2024 garden and gathering up your seeds for the community garden. Master gardeners Charlie Grimm, Pam Bierman, Katie Ann Sullivan, and Tom Haynes are ready to help you out at the community garden for the 2024 gardening season. Been around now 15 years, right behind the Salem United Methodist Church in the southeast corner of the property. If you're interested in having a plot at the community garden this year, call Charlie Grimm, 573-368-9902. Garden plots are open to anyone who wants to have one. Your first plot, it's free. Gardening tools and water will be available for gardeners, and all you need to do to provide food the garden is your love of gardening and the seeds you want to plant. The Dent Phelps Master Gardeners and the Dent County Extension do provide classes throughout the growing season on such topics as when to plant, seed saving, canning, plus other topics that you might have questions about. If there is a subject you would like to have addressed at a class this summer, Talk with Charlie Grimm at 573-368-9902 or the Dent County Extension, 573-729-3196. The South Central Missouri Community Action Agency is now accepting Head Start and Early Head Start preschool enrollment. They're accepting children from 6 weeks up to 5 years of age. They provide services for children with special needs or severe disabilities. Homeless and foster children are given priority during enrollment. Head Start and Early Head Start are play-based learning, offering developmentally appropriate curriculum and also offering outdoor play. Their experienced teachers and engaging curriculum offer children a chance to learn and grow in a safe, nurturing environment. Contact Jesselyn Hutchings at 729-3188, extension 13, or Dawn Segovia at 729-3188, extension 11, and make your appointment for a tour and learn more about the enrollment process. Appointments are available April 8th through the 12th at the South Central Missouri Community Action Agency's Head Start and Early Head Start on Wine Street. Salem Creative Arts Center will host an Easter Scape Paint and Sip get-together this Friday from 6 to 8:30 with Danielle Norris at 204 South Main. Come on out, paint a beautiful landscape and sunset fitting for an Easter celebration. Put your own twist on it and make it yours. You may bring beverages and snacks of your own choice. And don't forget your +1. The cost for the paint and sip is $25, and all supplies are provided. A total of 6 attendees are needed to hold the class. It will be limited to 25. Class registrations are on a first-come, first-served basis. With online registrations, you can sign up under programs at the SACMA website for all the activities at the Creative Arts Center. That's SalemCommunityBetterment.com. Go check that out and check on programs. Everyone is invited out this Friday to the Salem Eagles. We'll be having an all-you-can-eat fish fry and the fixings for just $12 a plate from 5 to 8. You'll also be able to enjoy the karaoke by Backwood Productions from 7 to 11. It's all open to the public, and come on out and be a part of the fun this Friday night. The Salem Eagles out Highway 32 West, just past the airport on the north side of the road, for the all-you-can-eat fish fry. That's going to be with all the fixings for just $12 a plate. That's from 5 to 8. Karaoke from 7 to 11 with Backwood Productions. Come on out. Then on Saturday, March 30th at the Eagles, a bunny hop for children 12 and under, followed by an adult sock hop by Double Trouble Entertainment from 7 to 11. Open to the public, the Salem Eagles Club is out Highway 32 West. Again, a bunny hop for kids will be 12 and under. That'll be first. There'll be an adult sock hop then later that night, Saturday, from 7 to 11. Salem Eagles Club on Highway 32 West, just past the airport on the north side of Highway 32. And at the Salem Nutrition Center today, they'll be serving up teriyaki chicken with fried rice, egg roll, stir-fried veggies, fruit cocktail, and milk. The Salem Nutrition site's located inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane. Everybody is welcome, all ages. Come on out, be a part of it, enjoy a great meal. If you happen to be 60 years of age and above, your suggested contribution is $5. If you happen to be under the age of 60, the meal will cost you $7, but that's just a bargain. Teriyaki chicken, fried rice, egg roll, stir-fried veggies, fruit cocktail, and milk. Don't forget a soup and salad bar served beginning at 10:30, while lunch begins at 11 and goes to 12:30. Again, everybody's welcome to attend. For questions, call 729-2373, 729-2373, and don't forget that the menu can change without notice. There you have it, a look at our civic record. It's a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio and your friends at Southtown. Southtown Furniture in Salem. Be a part of everybody who's gone out there before. Many, many generations have enjoyed the services of the Butler family of furniture stores, including Southtown Furniture. You can head on out. They've been around over 101 years. long time. And, of course, you can count on them to have a fantastic array of beautiful furnishings, floor covering, bedding, appliances, accessories, all waiting for you. Southtown Furniture here in Salem. Open Monday through Saturday, 1601 South Highway 19, 729-3422, or go online at southtownfurnituresalem.com, where the bargains are. At KSMO Radio, stick around. We'll come right back, have some statewide news from the Missouri Net. That's Salem Nutrition Center's menu once again. And then we'll have AP news and then sports from the Missouri Net. KSMO, Salem, Missouri.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
Every day, Cintas service reps help businesses get ready for the workday. They provide freshly laundered workwear delivered every week. Mats, mops, restroom and cleaning supplies. First aid and safety products to help your employees stay safe. They even test and inspect fire extinguishers and emergency lights. Cintas helps keep your business running smoothly. See what Cintas can do for you. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Get the equipment and trucks you need at Ritchie Brothers Great Plains Regional Event, March 27th and 28th. This is an online auction with inventory located in Minneapolis, Lincoln, and Odessa. Don't miss Ritchie Brothers Great Plains Regional Event on March 27th and 28th. For more details, visit rbauction.com.
It's 4 a.m. and you're sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. If you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Missouri Net News, I'm Anthony Morabith. The wind advisory is in effect for about 2/3 of the state. High winds are expected out of the south with gusts of up to 45 miles an hour. Gusty winds will blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs could be blown down, and a few power outages may result. Some parts of the state, the advisory goes through 1 p.m., others through 7 p.m. Another government shutdown has been avoided. The U.S. House quickly passed a $1.2 trillion spending package on Friday, then passed by the U.S. Senate during the pre-dawn hours Saturday and signed by President Joe Biden. Missouri U.S. Senator Eric Schmidt voted no.
Trillions of dollars being spent, but really no input from a lot of members. I mean, there's been a committee process, but no debate really on the floor. I think people are tired of this, these sort of deals that are negotiated in the back room and unveiled just hours before they're supposed to be voted on.
The budget bill includes funding for the military, Homeland Security, and other government functions. It does not include payments for Missouri victims of radioactive waste exposure. Spring break is over for Missouri lawmakers.
The second half of the Missouri legislature session is expected to focus on passing a state budget and a routine hospital tax bill that would help to cover a significant share of the state's Medicaid costs. In the House, the Budget Committee will dive into a $50 billion state budget proposal today, including whether to use more than $727 million in state funding to rebuild and widen portions of Interstate 44, about $4.5 billion in federal aid at stake if the hospital tax bill does not pass. Another key bill to pay attention to this session is whether to make it tougher to pass voter-approved laws through an initiative petition. Thus far, no bills have passed both chambers.
That's Elisa Nelson reporting. The Missouri Democratic Party held a presidential preference election on Saturday. Voters had 4 hours to cast a ballot in person. The results are expected later in the week. This is Missouri Net.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for home sweet home.
We're for condos, tutors, single wides, and studios. We're for ranches, houseboats, 2 stories or 20. Red cedar, bluebirds, white squirrels, black walnuts, whatever's out your back door, we're for that. We're for watching the sun rise over the Mississippi and set over the Missouri. We're for kicking off your heels in a high-rise or hanging up your hat in the boot heel. And if you have a home in Missouri, we have a policy for you. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we've got Missouri covered.
Feeling overwhelmed? Call, text, or chat 988. If you or someone you care about is struggling with thoughts of suicide, facing a mental health or substance use crisis, or if you simply need someone to listen, call, text, or chat 988. It's your direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. Call, text, or chat 988 to connect with trained crisis specialists, day or night. A message from the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
Dollar Tree has announced that it's closing 600 of its Family Dollar store locations this year. 2 of those locations in Missouri include southwest Missouri's Humansville, a town of less than 1,000 people, and southern Missouri's Willow Springs, a city of less than 2,200 people. Construction of Wide I-70 is expected to begin later this year, and I-44 soon could have its turn. House Budget Committee Chairman Cody Smith has unveiled his chamber's next state budget proposal. It includes more than $700 million to rebuild parts of I-44, including 6 lanes at Springfield, Rolla, and Joplin.
Through their smart financing that they've used in the last year since we put together that I-70 package, I believe that they will save enough money on the back end of that project to essentially pay for the I-44 project.
A 97-pound bighead carp has been caught from the Missouri River. The catch is so big it broke the previous state record of 80 pounds in 2004. This is Missouri Net.
Be wise to guy wires. Observe the 10-foot rule to stay clear of guy wires and overhead power lines. If a guy wire is disrupted or broken, do not try to fix it yourself. Instead, call the professionals at Intercounty Electric at 866-621-3679. Guy wires on power poles provide grounding as well as support, so any damage to a guy wire can cause an electric current disruption, creating a very dangerous situation. This message is brought to you by Intercounty Electric Cooperative Association, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Let's see what's cooking at the Salem Nutrition Center for today. And they will have lunch from 11 to 12:30. And lunch today will be teriyaki chicken with fried rice, egg roll, stir-fried veggies, fruit cocktail, and milk. Now, of course, the Salem Nutrition Center is located inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane, and it's open to everybody. All ages are welcome to come and have a fantastic meal. If you're 60 years of age and above, the suggested contribution is $5. If you're under the age of 60, your meal is $7, and they have a soup and salad bar that begins at 10:30 in the morning. Again, lunch today at the Salem Nutrition site will be teriyaki chicken, fried rice, egg roll, stir-fry veggies, fruit cocktail, and milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. Every weekday we bring you that Salem Nutrition Center's menu as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Keep it right here. AP News and Sports on the Missouri Net are coming up on KSMO Salem. 1340 AM, 95.7. You're streaming with us at KSMRadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube.
Missouri, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Illinois, Iowa, Tennessee, Arkansas, Indiana, and I can keep going on and on.
John, are you going through the 50 states? No, Mike, he's giving us the states of the Cardinals radio network.
It's just amazing. We are heard just about everywhere across the Midwest.
For over 130 years, Cardinals baseball has been entertaining fans of all ages.
It's no different this year. We're bringing you all the hits, homers, strikeouts, and excitement right here on the Cardinals radio network powered by Graybar.
It's a mystery where Old Spice finds its amazing scents like Himalayan sea salt, but I'm thrilled they have because no other body wash exfoliates and moisturizes 24/7 like Old Spice Gentleman's Himalayan sea salt body wash. Now, if only there was a mountain range separating the Indian subcontinent from the Tibetan plateau where I could hide my Old Spice and keep my family from stealing it, my impossibly smooth skin will finally be safe.
The better mix. KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley.
2 separate court cases involving Donald Trump today in New York. The AP's Julie Walker is there.
Donald Trump could find out today how New York State aims to collect over $457 million he owes in his civil business fraud case, even as he appeals the verdict that led to that debt. The state attorney general said she would seize his assets if he doesn't have the money to pay. Meanwhile, Trump is due here in court as a judge in his separate hush money case involving Stormy Daniels and Michael Cohen decides whether the former president will go on trial after a postponement due to a last-minute document dump. Jury selection was set to begin today. Outside court in Manhattan, I'm Julie Walker.
Russian missiles targeted Kyiv again today, Ukraine's capital. The AP's Charles Ledesma.
City authorities say a residential building was damaged in one district of the city, while debris from interceptions fell on various other districts during the daylight attack. The assault comes 3 days after a concert hall attack in Russia that killed more than 130 people. Russian President Vladimir Putin has sought to tie the attacks to Ukraine, even though an affiliate of the Islamic State group has claimed responsibility. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Just in, Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun will step down from the embattled plane maker at the end of the year after a series of mishaps at one of America's most storied manufacturers. Board Chair Larry Kellner also says he does not plan to stand for re-election. Southern California has been getting heavy rain and hail over the weekend. Now the central part of the nation is expected to get heavy snow, strong winds, and blizzard conditions. Thousands across New England spent Sunday digging out after a big snowstorm. This is AP News. The AP's Margie Zarletta takes us to the movies.
The latest in the Ghostbusters franchise is the #1 movie for the weekend.
Phoebe Spangler, you stay inside this car. I have a ghost to bust.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire earned $45.2 million domestically in its debut weekend, according to studio estimates. It continues the story of the 2021 film Ghostbusters Afterlife, about the descendants of Harold Ramis's character Egon Spengler. Dune Part 2 takes second place, with Kung Fu Panda 4 in third. The Sydney Sweeney horror film Immaculate debuts in fourth. Arthur the King is number 5. I'm Archie Zaraletta.
As the U.S. wrestles with an influx of migrants at the border, Vice President Kamala Harris meets today in Washington with Guatemala's president. As the 2024 election heats up, immigration has become a rising bipartisan concern. I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Hi, my name is Michelle Bland. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMGH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurances. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
You'll find great deals on Power Torque tools at K&H Auto Supply. A Power Torque 120-piece tool set for $69.99, a 12-volt polisher sander for $78.99, and a 12-volt reciprocating saw for $69.99. Stop by K&H Auto Supply. It's your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The NCAA men's tournament down to the Sweet 16. It's just the 5th time ever all 1 and 2 seeds have advanced to the Sweet 16. Alabama, a 4 seed, will face 1 seed North Carolina in LA on Thursday. 2 seed Tennessee will face 3 seed Creighton on Friday, the only SEC schools left in the tournament. The quarterfinals of the NCAA Division II women's tournament starts today in St. Joseph, the host site. The Georgia Southwestern Lady Hurricanes are making their first trip in program history to the Elite Eight, led by first-year head coach Hannah Hayden, who spent 5 years at Moberly Area Community College.
Everybody's excited to get back to the Midwest and hopefully be able to see some familiar faces.
And Hayden was just named the Division II Coach of the Year. 36-year-old Peter
Malnati, who golfed collegiately at Mizzou, won his second PGA Tour title, winning down in Florida yesterday. It had been 3,058 days since his first victory. He wins just over $1.5 million, and he gets a 2-year exemption to play in the Masters after winning the Valspar.
I never knew. I didn't know if this day was going to get here, but now a 2-time winner on the PGA Tour. My family came out to meet me on the green. It's a dream come true.
ESPN first reported the Chiefs trading cornerback L'Jarius Sneed to the Tennessee Titans. They'll also swap 7th-round picks this year, and the Chiefs get a 3rd-round pick next year. Not a lot in return for a lockdown player, but Kansas City wasn't ready to pay a 27-year-old a long-term deal, and they've got second-year player Trent McDuffie, who seems primed to be the top corner for the Chiefs. He's only 23. The Cardinals lost 9-4 to the Astros, finishing up spring training play in Florida as they make their way out to L.A. for opening day against the Dodgers on Thursday. They're stopping off in Arizona to play the Cubs today and tomorrow. The Blues 4 points behind Vegas for the final wildcard spot. Play the Golden Knights tonight. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations in Missouri. Hear from the Missouri Cattlemen's Association on the issue.
There's a lot of different techniques and strategies that you can use to harass the birds in a non-lethal way to get rid of them. Effigies, hanging dead birds in a tree works. Get those effigies through the USDA, or you can get a permit, kill one, and do that yourself. You can also cut down roosting trees that are a habitat for these birds. If you see a lot of birds in one tree, it's time for that tree to go. I will add that, vultures in general are very important to our ecosystem. Cleaning up the dead animals is extremely important. The turkey vultures do a good job of that. So do the black vultures, but the black vultures have become more aggressive. Our mission is not to eradicate birds. Our mission is to help farm and ranch families prevent economic devastation, which can make the difference between the black line or the red line in a financial year.
To find out more, go to agriculture.mo.gov.
At Country Mart in Salem, you'll find gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. They also have fresh produce, quality meats, a bakery, and a full-service deli that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sale items through your email. It's free to join, and for more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from Country Mart in Salem.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
At the KSMO studios, your hometown radio station, our forecast does call for more rain to come through our area today. We do have a wind advisory in effect as well, and that wind advisory will be in effect till 1 this afternoon. It is going to get breezy yet this morning. We're not done with the winds, not by a long shot. They are still coming out of the south to southeast, 19 to 25 miles an hour. They have gusted to near 30, and we'll continue to see that yet this morning, probably get a little bit more intense as the morning does go on. But in the meantime, right here at KSMO Radio, kind of have seen the rain die down a little bit for the moment. We know it's going to come back in this afternoon. So we have already had some showers. We already have some wet grounds. And because of that, the Salem Tiger baseball game scheduled for today has already been postponed. It will be rescheduled with Owensville at a time to yet be determined. So no baseball game this afternoon. Showers, thunder showers are going to occur off and on throughout the day. High of 58, very windy with southerly winds pretty much all day long, anywhere from 15 to 25, gusting as high as 40 miles an hour, thus the wind advisory in effect till 1 o'clock. Then showers, thunder showers, they're likely again in the afternoon hours, we'll call it that. Early evening, even up to about 11 o'clock-ish or so, maybe just before midnight, we'll have more rain, possibly some thunder showers, and a low of 35. Still windy. Southeast winds 15 to 20, gusting to 25. Partly sunny come Tuesday. High of 49. Winds, though, will be out of west at 15 to 20, gusting to 25, putting wind chills pretty close to that 40-degree mark. Clouds Tuesday night, low at 27 with west winds, 8 to 15, gusting to 20. Wind chills will be down around 20, and if the winds are coming up, we may not see frost Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. We may, but we may not because it's breezy. However, it's going to be cold again Wednesday night. We're going to have a sunny sky day. Wednesday will warm up to 55, but Wednesday night the winds will become lighter, much lighter, and widespread frost is likely to occur after midnight. And that will last into Thursday morning, where you have sensitive vegetation already planted. You definitely want to get it covered or bring it back in. If you don't have it planted yet, you've just been putting it outside, definitely want to get it taken out of that environment. You don't want to get that hard frost on those young plants that will not be able to survive. Otherwise, sunny skies and a high of 64 Thursday and warming up all weekend into the 70s. At the KSMO studios right now, we have 55 degrees. We do have cloudy skies. Winds still coming out of south-southeast at 19 mile an hour consistently. 86% relative humidity, pressure falling at 29.64 inches here at KSMO Radio. Right here at your hometown radio station, it's time for agribusiness news. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your friends right here at KSMO Radio. Agribusiness news and the Brownfield Farm Market Network includes the Missouri Report. It's for the state of Missouri, and it brings you all the information you need to use for your agribusiness decisions. That's good stuff. Agribusiness news from the Brownfield Farm Market Network on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station.
Placements of cattle in U.S. feedlots surged in February. I'm Kara Hart with Ag News on Brownfield. In USDA's latest Cattle on Feed report, the agency says February placements were larger than expected, up 10% on the year due to generally better weather in the major U.S. feeding areas than in January in the extra business day due to the leap year. That's the biggest February placements number since the series of reports began in 1996. February marketings were 1.8 million head. That's higher than the previous year, while the total number of cattle on feed in the United States on March 1st was 11.8 million head, an increase of 1%. National Beef Packing Company is expected to resume production at its Liberal, Kansas harvest facility on Monday, following a fire that halted operations last Thursday and Friday. The closure isn't expected to cause any major disruption to the production in the beef industry. An agronomist says the fading El Nino weather pattern will likely coincide with an early planting season. Mitch Roth tells Brownfield despite the recent snow, some might be thinking the warmer than usual and dry conditions in the northern United States might be ideal for field work, but
it can also be problematic if it stays dry. Germination can be poor, and some of our residual herbicides that require some water to activate fail to activate. There was some experience of that last year as well.
He says drier conditions are also more suitable for some pests and diseases.
For instance, the soybean cyst nematode, one of the number one pest pressures in soybean, it can finish its life cycle and go from egg to adult to egg in a much shorter time frame when conditions are warmer.
Roth covers the eastern United States for Farmers Business Network, where he says the trend is to plant soybeans before corn, and that continues to increase. A recent analysis by FBN is projecting higher corn, wheat, and soybean yields because of El Nino, while rice yields are expected to slightly decline. State Farm Bureau Bureau leaders are running out of time to convince state lawmakers to let the organization offer health care coverage. In Missouri, Farm Bureau President Garrett Hawkins remains optimistic the General Assembly can still take action this session.
The Missouri General Assembly is approaching its spring break, so we are hoping once lawmakers are back that we will be at the top of the docket.
Hawkins says the issue is still a top priority for their members.
We're certainly not going to give up. One prime example, we have members who are committed to being in the Capitol one day a week, every week, during session to talk about our number one priority, and that's improving access to affordable health coverage in Missouri.
States must either have statutory authority or a waiver from existing insurance law before a Farm Bureau can offer health care coverage. South Dakota already has an authorization to offer health care coverage to their members. I'm Kara Hart for Brownfield.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri.
The range of black vultures have generally been in the southern part of the United States, but as their range has expanded into Missouri, the number of conflicts has been increasing over time.
Mitigation efforts are available through the USDA.
One of the main tools that we use is a black vulture effigy, and we have those on hand. If you have a pasture where you're calving, we can hang a couple of these up around the edges of the pastures, and that'll scare those birds off. We bring pyrotechnics and other tools to harass vultures off the site. Lasers can work very well. We also carry all the permits to do lethal removals if necessary. If you have a calf that was deceased and you don't know what caused it, or you suspect that it could have been a black vulture that killed that, we can come out on site and provide a necropsy free of charge. The funding for that work is provided through the Missouri State Legislature to the Department of Agriculture, no cost to the landowner.
Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov.
Weeds rob you of yield potential, so rob them of the chance to grow with the powerful corn herbicide solutions from Corteva Agriscience. Weeds won't know what hit them, but you will, because you can count on proven top herbicides like Resicor, Sure Start 2, or the new game-changing Cairo herbicide for effective and versatile control. These solutions each offer multiple modes of action and extended residual activity to help take down your most challenging broadleaves and grasses, including difficult resistant varieties like water hemp, Palmer amaranth, and giant ragweed. That way, you can spend less time worrying about these unwanted yield-robbing weeds and have more time to power on with your day. Build a customized corn weed control program that fits your acres at poweroverweeds.com. That's poweroverweeds.com.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
Baseball